Alright. Welcome to the tier list portion of the stream, everybody. We are doing our Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn ladies, seeing who is getting who pregnant. I don't remember all of their names, so I'll do my best. Does anyone have an intro? I don't know. This is your friendly reminder, though, that I'm assuming that all of the characters are adults because I'm not digging for that information. So, you know. Anyways, starting out with Micaiah, our girl, and honestly, I do think that she could knock a man up. I don't know if she's like an S-tier man knocker-upper, but she's definitely up there, and Soth is definitely ready for it. Laura, I don't feel it. I don't see it. She just seems too quiet for that. Ileana. How do I feel about Ileana? I feel like she has the capacity, but I don't know if she would have the will. You know, like, I feel like she could, but I feel like she wouldn't feel like it. She'd just be too lazy. Soth was groomed for the purpose of oh god. Okay, we're not gonna relitigate all of the Soth Micaiah stuff. They're canon, I'm not questioning it. I do not see. I'm gonna go could go either way. I'm gonna go could go either way on Ileana, just because I feel like, you know, she has the capacity, but she wouldn't feel like doing it. Meg, I don't honestly remember anything about you at all, so probably not. Jill, I don't know if she's an S tier, but I feel like she's up there. I do feel like she's up there. Once she gets her shit together and she, like, is a little less racist, you know, but she's headstrong. She's got an indomitable will. Let's see. What is your name? Fiona? Isn't, like, Fiona's only thing that she kind of sucks, like, in every time she appears? I don't even remember anything about her, because I don't think I've ever seen anyone use her ever for anything. Gonna go... probably not. Vika? I barely remember. I'm gonna go with Dabbles. Nyla is gonna be our first S-tier lady. Look at her. Raphael is her husband. He is begging for a child. I feel like her main purpose is to get other people pregnant. That's why she's here. Alencia, I also think could definitely be knocking a man up. I mean, she managed to pull Joffrey and Lucia for her polycule. I think she could get somebody pregnant. Marsha, Dabbles, Leanne, I don't think so. Neffany, I also don't think so. Neffany seems like she wants to be pampered. She seems like she would want to be getting, she would want her potential partner to knock her up, not the other way around. Heather's absolutely getting someone pregnant. Lucia's absolutely getting someone pregnant. I can so see it. Lethe, yeah, probably. Astrid, okay. Astrid's gonna be a little unique. Heather isn't knocking a man up. Okay. Heather's knocking somebody up. I know the tier says she's knocking a man up, but she's knocking anyone up, to be fair. Anyways, Astrid's gonna be a little bit of a fun one, because if it weren't for one thing, she would probably be going and could go either way. However, she fucks Makalov at the end of the day, and for that reason alone, she's going into feminism is dead. Khalil, I think, could knock a man up. Titania is also definitely knocking a man up. I don't see any other path for her. She looked at Grail and she was like, damn, I want to get him pregnant. Mist, Mia dabbles, I think. Liar, probably not. That's why her and Ranulf would never work out, because Ranulf needs a strong man or woman to knock him up, and she is just not giving me that. Okay, so between Sigrun and Tanith, I think they both have the potential. But I feel like Sigrun, I think it's like this. I feel like Tanith's a little bit higher than Sigrun, but they would both do it. Ina could go either way. Petrine, absolutely knocking someone up. Look at her. Ugh. Hot take, I think Tanith would bottom. That doesn't mean she can't knock someone up, though, to be fair. Girl can't cook, there's no way she tops. I didn't know she couldn't cook, actually. That's an interesting argument. I do feel like for you to be a good provider for your, whoever you decide to impregnate, you must know how to cook. I've never understood the simping for Petrine. She's hot. That's the whole thing. She's hot and she's mean, and that means that she can step on me. Amy... I think Amy dabbles. I think she looked at Ike and she was like, hell yeah. Sigrun has the decorum to top. Okay. You know what, chat? I agree with your arguments. I will swap them. Amalda. Would Amalda top? I mean, I think she could, but then I have to remind myself that her taste in men is like Ashnard, and I don't think she, that's true, she did tame Ashnard, but then Ashnard also tamed her brother, so it's kind of like a weird Ouroboros of topping. I'll put her at the top, why not? Ashera absolutely can top. She turned half the world into stone. She could make half the world her bitch. Ashanera could go either way, and then... Tame doesn't feel like the right wording. We're keeping it PG for all the kids. There should be no kids watching this. Children, don't watch this. If you're this far in the video, what are you doing with yourselves? Go play some Pokemans. Anyways, and then we have Kiza, who is non-binary. However, we are putting them on both lists so that they can be included. And I don't think Kiza's knocking anyone up. Again, I think that's the same. I think Kiza's not working out with Ranulf for the same reason Liar's not working out with Ranulf, and that is that Ranulf needs somebody strong to get him pregnant, and neither of them are gonna be the ones to do it. They're too demure and mindful, if you will. If that makes sense. And that's all the women. What do you know? That only took about 15 minutes, and part of that was just organizing them. And even if they enter heat, they still wouldn't be able to top. That actually invites an interesting question, Kaiser. Do the Lagas go into heat? And if so, does that interfere with my Omegaverse? They were already alphas? I'm positive that there are fics out there that explore this topic. Not as many as you would think, because Tellius is old and nobody played it because it's so hard to find. I mean, I guess more people are playing it now that it's on NSO, but all of those people aren't writing fanfiction. They're just writing obnoxious Reddit posts that get pushed to me about how, does anyone else think that Fate sucks compared to Path of Radiance? Like, yes, you're the only person on our Fire Emblem to ever think that Path of Radiance is better than Fire Emblem Fates. Congratulations. What you just said was completely groundbreaking, and there's no need for further conversation or analysis of our thought processes here. Anyway. Because then you have Nyla going 5 degrees above the tier you put her. That's so true. She deserves like her own like super impregnator tier. I love Nyla. She's hot and she could kill me. I don't know why you're expecting insightful discussion on Reddit. I'm not is the thing. I wasn't even looking for this post. I just opened Reddit and it got pushed to me and the title was something like, I'm playing Path of Radiance for the first time, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll bite, I'll click it. Because Reddit recommended it to me, and it was like, I'm playing Path of Radiance for the first time, body text. Does anyone else think it's way better than Fates, and Fates sucks and is often as the worst game in the series? I'm like, ugh. I was fucking swindled, bamboozled. I thought this would be an interesting post about somebody talking about something they enjoyed, but actually it's just a way to shit on something they hated. My favorite. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. Once again, we finished the end game of New Mystery of the Emblem. We will be doing the extra chapters next week, and then after that we will be starting Three Houses. So, yeah, thank you for joining us, Violet Raining. My god, everyone's yelling at me now! Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Follow if you want to follow and you want to be alerted to the next time I go live. Like, subscribe, whatever it is that you do, or not. I don't know, I'm not gonna pressure you. And I'm gonna go eat a pizza now. Peace.